PLR Tier 2 Round 3 in Abu Dhabi tonight. Alongside me will be Jackson in the commentary box, if you like. I think it's going to be an interesting race. Not a personal favourite of mine, but it'll be interesting to see the kind of pace that these guys can set around here and see what they can do. Of course, this track features the beautiful hotel section, as it shows it on screen there. Lovely timing. One of my favourite parts of the game. Just unfortunate that it's on such a poor track. Anyway, Jackson, would you like to introduce yourself? You're alongside me tonight, commentating over this magnificent track.
I was want to add, I think the qualifying pace will be around a 34, which is the pace we're looking for with these guys, with like big knockouts and other people like Six Mag showing up the pace. We have got Habibs and Alfie, two reserves in this race, but as we know from Abu Dhabi, it can be a very what's the word? Basic? No. Very spread out. That's the word. Very spread out grid. So might not be the most interesting race, but we have got those two big long flat straights, which could make it a bit more interesting. But
Yeah.
very boring track to say at least.
Yeah, well, I'm sure, we'll do our best to make it as entertaining as possible. I mean, we are quite entertaining guys, so, let's see how this goes.
I mean, you're not, I am.
Well, I try my best, but we can't all be as good as you, can we? So,
No,
it's what it is.
My voice is that. My voice is that amazing. That's why.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah. Anyway, on that note, we have a Ferrari, a Red Bull or Statistic King. No,
Spectrum.
Wrong tier.
Jack, there we go.
Wrong tier. Anyway, Jack Polski's first out, most likely. Let's go look down to Polski. Yep, Polski's first out.
Oh,
Again,
first out. Couldn't even see him because the thing. Yeah, it's tradition, isn't it? I should have known.
Yeah. In the Alfa Romeo.
Do you think there'll be anyone peaking too early this week? So maybe the first couple of sessions in qualifying and then dropping down the order when it comes to Q3 in the race? Who's your money on?
Or for the race or qualifying pace?
Well, I think for now we'll go for
Qualifying.
I think we'll just go for Q1 first, and then once we see different pace, we can get a better gauge on what's the crack from there.
I'm going to take an absolute wild guess. I've got no idea of his pace, but I'm going to go with Alfie F1.
Oh, so you're going for a reserve? You think he's going to top out Q1, do you?
Yeah. Well, my first race last season in China, I topped out in qualifying, I'm pretty sure. So anything can happen here.
Ah. Well, I'm going to say Q1. Do you know what? I'm going to go with Ben BFC, who's now in the Renault after last week in the McLaren, by the looks of things.
Yeah, he had a very nice race last week to get a full-time seat in today's race. But anyway, we've got Polski starting his lap now.
Here we go.
Again, we should be looking for a 34, maybe a 35, 34. That should be the times we're seeing.
Yeah, probably these. We know folks, he likes to go out, set a banker, and then he gets quicker and quicker as the session goes on with the other drivers. So maybe a low 35 will be his starting point, but we'll find out shortly.
And someone's losing the voice I want to put out.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's been a tough one, but I had a long day today, but yeah, I'll try and turn away from the mic or mute my mic if I do clear my throat, but I'm trying to keep hydrated, keep the liquids going down me, but it's just not working at all.
Nah, just drown yourself with liquid, that's all you need to do. But I want to add, we have got 20 drivers in today's race, which is very nice. All good.
It's always nice to see that.
Anyway, you can get a good night's sleep after today's race, just go to sleep and wake up in the morning. I got completely mixed with my words there, so I'm gonna ignore that. But I do know the turn Forrest come up to now, you can cut a lot of it. Forrest didn't cut that much of it, but you can really exploit the track limits from that corner if anyone's watching.
Looks like it could be a...
Does look like it's been a bit careful on the track limits just to set a bank lap in this session, but it's going to be a 1:34.9.
Good start.
Nice lap time by him to
I
start
think it was
lap.
Jack
We do know Forrest.
who's next.
Do know
Yes.
Forrest he's pretty fast. Tier 1, Tier 2.
1:35.8. I think it's the next.
Bet Drive next.
Red Bull, yeah. See, almost.
Vintage next.
1:35.4.
Vintage set to 36.2.
Yeah, I couldn't get down to him in time. This, when everyone moves about, it's my worst nightmare trying to catch up to people when it's all moving.
Ben set at 58.8, so he must have messed his lap up with an Alfa Romeo of a Craig at 36.49. With Habib's Cribs next, which is also a reserve.
All the way down the bottom there. There we go, we got him eventually.
That's a 35.6.
6, not bad.
The Racing Point next across the line, or outlap. Renault outlap. Haas outlap. Racing Point outlap. Alfa Romeo, that's an outlap. Everyone's on outlaps.
Yeah, I'm going to assume the Alfa Romeo behind Malta is going to pit. Yes, he does. So,
and we're going to jump onto Lemley time, which I'll say is next whole lap in the third sector.
Let's see, there he is.
In the third sector, he's very not known for overtake because it's very small straight, very hard corners, very technical, so not really many overtaking opportunities, but this track is very boring though. I do know with a 2 back straight, you don't really want to overtake on the first straight because they'll just get you back on the second straight with DRS. You kind of want to. Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, and it's a Ferrari. Oh, statistic. We jump onto the half.
Oh yeah.
He's spun it on the curb and gone to the right wall.
That, but I went the wrong way, unfortunately, on the camera there. Yeah, I couldn't get down to statistic in time. I saw his little icon moving, juttering a little bit, and I just... Let's see. It's not really going to show us, is it? I don't think. From that angle, no, it doesn't, unfortunately. Where's the Racing Point now? Is that Alfie?
Yeah, I'll jump onto Alfie in the first sector. To reserve it, see what he can do. But anyway, we've got Owen set at 35.3, just at his lap time.
Monster right on the back of Alfie as well. So it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, Monster's on the lap, so it will not be helping at all. Okay, Monster backed out of his lap by getting caught up. Anyway, he set 138.
Yeah, Monster 139.3. I think he was being held up a little bit there by the car in front, but nothing that can be done. Both on outlaps, these things happen, unfortunately.
Well, I said Ben's got the fastest lap so far with a 34.8. Doing his real pace from last week.
Yep. Vintage on another lap here. Probably diving into the pits, I would say. Yes, he is.
We've got Kelly J just starting a lap, and Liverpool Fine just starting a lap, with Monster in the second sector.
Just
Monster looks like he's going for a lap. So we'll jump onto Monster. Do you want him to?
Yes, I am. Yes, he does look like he's going to be still pushing on these tyres. So, let's see.
Might as well get as many laps. I need one outfield.
Oh, no,
okay. So, Kelly J's next on the lap. Just coming into the hard braking zone.
Right,
whatever turn it is, you can. No, I don't know what turn it is.
Wait, who are you on board with?
Killer Dream.
Yeah, okay, I don't know the name of that turn either. Yep.
Don't
Just a chicane.
Yeah.
Another chicane.
Another one.
Left turn, left turn, left turn. NASCAR joke. Do you remember like that one?
I don't watch NASCAR. NASCAR's a bit boring for my liking.
Yeah, it's a bit repetitive in it, but
It's legit driving down in circles. Like 300 laps.
sounds bloody class.
Sounds boring.
Those Americans
Anyway,
really are creative.
Yeah, very KJ comes to Fantasy 45.1 puts in P3 for now. With a Ferrari of Liverpool fan next coming across the line, always invalidated, and he jumps right into the pit.
Wow. What a manoeuvre.
Crew's invalidated next on a lap. And then we've got Jack Dennis on out to the lap. With a Williams, nope, he's next on a lap.
TKD.
Yeah, TKD. That's a 35.0 P3, and we've got Alperson's next coming across the line. With a second last corner, and Sakin got loose on him through that corner, but lost him too much time. They set a 140. Battle on wire. 140. What's the last time again? A 134.692 to put in provisional P1 in Q1. Oh my god, that was a tongue twister and a half.
His rear end going loosey goosey on him. Didn't hold him up too much there. Good lap time. Just on board with crew now. Going through sector 2. See what kind of time he's able to set here on his first time lap of the session.
Second time lapse. This last lap was invalidated.
Yes. I meant put on the board. I should. Yeah, it's second time lap, but the first one that will get shown on the standings.
I say Alfie did improve his lap time, but he's still in P14.
Danger zone. Danger, danger. Slow lap time. 1:35.4. Comfortable there for crew.
We do know crew is better in the races than in qualifying.
He does have good race pace.
We'll jump onto the Renault 6 Mag, which has got a P1 and a P2 in the last 2 races. So 6 Mag is right now the favourite 2 in the championship, but it is very early to call shots right now.
I love the steering wheel on that Renault car. I'm not sure what it is about it. Maybe because it's a bit bulkier than some of the others. I just think it looks so nice. Same with that and the McLaren steering wheel as well. Which... I
have an unpopular opinion about the Williams. I like the Williams.
What's that? The steering wheel?
Yeah.
I think it's great. It's unique. I think it's a word, but I do like it as well. I think it looks very nice. Wasn't a fan at first, but the more you drive it, I think it's one of those things, it grows on you.
Yeah, exactly the same as me.
Just aboard with
Clement started his lap, so we'll jump onto Clement since he's yet to set a lap time.
See what he's able to pull off here.
Sector 1 is a 17.0, that's a nice sector 1 time, I'm pretty sure off the top of my head. Not much time you can really lose in sector 2 really. Well, there might be.
What is it, a DRS straight and then 2 turns? Yeah, chicane and another straight with the DRS.
A bit of a lock up there by Clement, but not that bad. I said Liverpool fan is also on a lap right behind him, so we'll watch out for that when we get to the line.
Yes, as soon as Clement crosses, we'll jump on board with him there.
Like he's taking it very careful through chicanes, trying not to get an invalidated lap time. But right now, looking at the timing screen, really close again.
Yeah, not let us down. There is just 5 tenths between first and sixth.
Second between first and 12th, which is very nice. But Alpha Stun, nope, Stun improved than it was. I think it was 6 mag. And then goes P8 with 35.2 with Liverpool fan. Because the last corner now sets a 135.4. Puts in P12.
Is that Jack?
But right,
no.
We'll go to the Bull fans and see 6 tenths up on his lap time, and he's in P15 looking to improve his lap time.
This does look like it could be a nice lap. Alpha's Stun there with the retirement. I think he's confident with his lap time.
Yeah, 34.6 is a very nice lap time. He'd definitely improve that lap time, that kind of lap time.
Definitely. Grimo's in the chat cheering on 6 mag for Team Renault as he represents them in the tier 3 alongside myself. Not in the Renault, but in tier 3.
I'm going to point out Lemitang did lose 2 tenths for the last sector, but he does improve to P10, nice lap time. But right now, between the guys and the drop off, Alfie's the only on the lap time, so we'll jump onto Alfie in Racing Point, Aston Martin this season. It's what we're going to change next season. Anyway, what are you thinking of the new F1 2021 game with all these new features coming into it?
Well, I'm not sure. I mean, EA coming in, we know that they have a bit of a reputation with, you know, extended content that you have to put your money into.
But EA, Codemasters are still producing the game. EA are just getting there to get the profits.
Exactly.
Yeah, they get the profits and then help Codemasters. I
mean, there's been a lot of good changes. You know, I mean, the first one for me would be, I'm not sure the word for it. 2-player career, duo career. I'm not sure what it's called. Yeah, that looks. Yeah, I saw that. Unfortunately, it's getting on board here. I'm looking forward to that. I'm also hoping that soon FIFA do this very well. I think they're probably the most accurate for this. The way you can customise your character with their face, etc. So I'm looking forward to see if they introduce that into F1 because Alfie just not quick enough there. I'm gonna hop on board with Monster right now. He's yet to put in a lap time. He's on a hot lap now.
I just want to put out that they are bringing a story mode plus 2 classic tracks as well. I think maybe there's another one, but they're bringing 2 classic tracks, which is going to be nice as well.
Yes, that would be very nice. Oh, Craigie's being disqualified. So I believe that puts him at the bottom of the timing normally. Yep, there he goes.
Why is Craig being disqualified?
For facing the wrong way. So I would assume he maybe spun and couldn't get it facing back the right way in time. Not too sure what happened there. That's unfortunate for him though. Very unfortunate. But just going back to the game, yeah, the duo career I'm looking forward to. And I have seen, running a little bit wide there from Monster, but I have seen that when it comes to gameplay, they've allowed EA to give them help, but as you say, Codemasters are still the ones developing the game, so it's completely in their control what happens, what goes in and out, which I think will help the franchise. Ooh, 135.8 there, P17, and he's not going to have any time, so he's out in Q3. That's quite a shocker, to be honest. He's normally
I've seen
Q3 Maestro.
I've seen some screenshots of the 2-player career mode, and it does seem like you can be on the same team and go against each other. So it looks like F1 2020 is going to be a really good game. It's got potential to be a really good game.
Yes.
As well. I want to point out Jack DNF is starting a lap time in P16. He needs to gain about 4 tenths on his lap time, but he's 2 tenths up in the first sector.
He's just on board with Owen here as he's going into sector 3. We will jump on board with Jack DNF as he needs to get out of the danger zone in a moment. We might hop on board with Crew first and then Jack DNF, depending on how it goes. Oh, that's an invalidation for Owen, so we'll hop on board with Jack DNF now.
Yeah, Crew's behind Jack.
Yes, he is. I just noticed that as I was scrolling across. I was looking at the wrong Alpha Tauri on the map. That's why.
You're clever. Unless Monster and Alfie have enough fuel to go for 2 laps, they will be out, but hopefully they can go up another lap.
Jack DNF is 4 tenths up, which would only put him in P13 if he's able to maintain that. Oh, that little Loss of rear end isn't going to be good. The AlphaTauri running low fuel mode just in front. Not sure how that's going to affect him.
I do want to point out Jack Dinner easy season 3, season 2. Oh, it's been invalidated. The Jack Dinner is out. And the Racing Point and AlphaTauri have both been low fuel modes. They are both out. But Jack Dinner would have got a 35.7, which wouldn't have got him out. Yeah, his lap time wouldn't have got him out anyway, so
yeah,
not the end of the world. I'll cruise on lap time, he's up by 3.5 tenths.
Yes, I'm just on board. I've noticed there's been it's one of these corners where, one of these tracks where the corners are harsh braking zones, as you said. Alfie maybe could have got a bit out of the way there. Not sure what the crack is with that. I mean, apparently he's in the pits according to the timing screen, but he was. Yeah, that must have been connection from Alfie there.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what's happened there, but yeah, I see a lot of people running wide and invalidating, so this could be an interesting Q3. It might even just go down to who can get a time on the board and maybe go a little bit quicker than the others, but it's going to be crucial. So who's still out? No one's still out. I think they're just driving around because they're all finished.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The end of Q1. So, in Q1 of Abu Dhabi, we have Alphastuns in P1 at 10th and a half in front, looking very strong through Q1. Then we've got Ben in P2, Polsky in P3, Six Mag in P4, TKD Man in P5, Habib's Cribs, which is a reserve, in P6, Spec Drive in P7, Killer J in P9, 8, Kalamet in P9, Big Knockers in P10, Lemony Tang in P11, Owen in P12, Vintage in P13, Crew in P14, Liverpool Fan in P15. Getting knocked out is Jack, Monster, Alfie, Statistic King, and PLR Craigie all getting knocked out in Q1.
That's quite shocking, as you say. There's, Craigie, that's unfortunate that he got disqualified. He's normally through to Q2 at least. Same with Monster, has he had Q3 every race, Monster, so far, besides today? I'm not quite sure. But he's normally one of the drivers that makes it through to Q3, or if not, gets unfortunate in Q2. So it's a surprise to see him out so quick. But he's going to have to hope he's able to clutch that back during the race. Just going to take a pot guess that Folkesy's going to be first out. And what a surprise that would be. Shocker.
He's out on the medium compound tyres. I'm pretty sure off the top of my head, this track is a 2-stop, if I can remember correctly.
I believe so.
Can't remember if it's soft, medium, mediums, or soft, medium, softs. But I don't think any of these guys.
I think it may be a soft, medium, soft. I haven't raced here in a while, but I believe that's the last strategy that I used here.
I'm pretty sure if you're very good on your tyres, you can do soft and mediums down here. If you're very good on your tyres, but it will be very high both stints. And you will have to risk a lot.
High risk, high reward. Something like that.
Yeah. But with the amount of safety cars, there could potentially be not worth doing the one stop.
Yeah.
Because one safety car basically in the tractor could be done for.
Folks, just coming up to the penultimate corner here. On the start of his lap now, let's see what he's able to do in the Alfa Romeo. $17.0, that's A good time for the mediums for the first sector.
Very nice that time, but we do know Forsky does have the pace since he wasn't pretty sure he was in the top 5 in P1.
I believe he was P4, but I may be wrong.
Still top 5, I was correct.
Yes, you were indeed. 1 brownie point to you.
I'll accept that any day. Alright, now 8 ones out apart from 3 cars.
I think Alpha Stuns is definitely going to be one to keep an eye on after that Q1 pace that he had there. That was a great,
Yeah.
well, I mean, dare I say banker, unless he's putting it out there. If that was a banker, that is a really good, really nice time around here.
I am a bit, I don't know, Big Knockers was rapid around Britain, but coming into Brazil, his pace wasn't really there, and I didn't see much of him in Q1.
Yeah, well, I think round Brazil there wasn't a lot involving him, but we know that he did have a few incidents after the race. We found that out, so that might have been why. But yeah, as you say, in the qualifying in Silverstone, I think he topped out every single qualifying session.
Yeah.
Wrecked it in the race.
35.4. Oh, very nice lap time.
Very impressive.
Compound tires.
Habib's
Next.
Unvalidated. I was about to say that's an unbelievable time.
Well, Pet Drive is unvalidated as well, so we've got a Renault of that's one outlap. We've got a Vintage is next across the line.
On the soft compound, let's see how he can compare to the medium compound of Folksy.
Oh, and he jumps into the pit, so we've got Owen next on a lap time. On the medium compound tyres, that's a 1:36.1, a very nice lap time. We've got Williams of TKD's on an outlap, and we've got Mercedes of Alpha Stuns as... Oh,
has
and
he
Alpha Stuns has lost the back end. Yes, he's lost the back end in the middle of the corner.
He's not going to be happy with that.
No, one of the favourites to get pole is out. Then KJ next across the line, set them 1:35.7. Nice lap time by him. Williams of
Lemony. On the softs, 1:35.0. Good lap, great lap.
By him.
Well, commentator's cursed. I'm very sorry about that. Alpha Stuns. I shouldn't have said anything.
You shouldn't have. Well, Habib's Cribs is next on the lap time.
Big Knockers. 1:35.4. Not too shabby. Habib's
on the mediums, on the mediums as well. So that is a very nice lap time by Knocko's first on the mediums so far. Maybe it's what I've just said, given the motivation to go good and win this race now. But anyway, Habib comes across the line to set 35.7 on the mediums. Puts in.
Is that crew net?
Just behind KJ by 1,000th of a second.
Spectriv 1:36.6 on the soft compound.
Invalidated
though. Excuse me.
Renault of Ben goes 35.3 on the medium compound tyres. Very nice by him with a purple last sector.
TKD invalidation. PLR Owen's going to be pitting. That's unfortunate. As I went to look at Ben, his name flicked to the top of the screen as I went onto him, so I missed that. Great lap by you there.
Drive. Only one on the lap right now. Oh, maybe purpose on the lap if he isn't the only one on the lap.
Whereabouts is TKD on those 1 lap old mediums? Looks like TKD's still going to be pushing on those medium compound, but Spectriv is ahead on the track, so we'll stick with him for now. Just about go through the hotels section. What a beautiful, beautiful place that'd be to stay on Grand Prix weekend. Thinking of planning something like that at the moment, but unfortunately I'm not rich. Spectriv coming across the line here. First lap of the session.
Some car racing if I want to put it out, but just get 35.1 within P2 for now.
Who's next, did I say? TKD. TKD's able to set here. If he does stay out, he's got his ERS deployment on hot lap. Yep, he does stay out. He gets a 1:35.2. Can't go wrong with that. Highest of the medium runners at the moment. Who is next? Let's have a look. Folks is on an out lap. Ferrari, a Liverpool fan, is on an out lap. The Haas of Killer J, I can only assume, is coming in as he's already had 2 laps on them. So Clement, I believe, will be the next one to cross the line and put an official time on the board. We'll stick with him here for the moment.
Also, I think just zoned out for 2 minutes.
I wonder why you went so quiet.
I think you just zoned out.
I was getting ready to call an ambulance to your address then.
Oh my god, Clemens next time I'll laugh if you didn't know. Oh my god, my head hurts. Oh my god.
Looks like this could be an okay lap time from Clement. Whether he's happy with it or not, I'm not sure, but 1:35.4. P7 at the moment for him. Who's behind him? A
Liverpool fan is next on a lap time, going into the very heavy braking zone. Taking it very nicely heavy on the brakes. Off the properly quickly, gentle on the power out the corner, and not spin his back wheels DRS.
Folksy's just in front.
Straight away.
Folksy is just in front of him. He's just over 4/10 quicker on his lap at the moment. This, if he keeps this up, he could go ahead of Lemony and get provisional pole.
He's on softs. Shh, he's on softs.
He is, but it's still a great lap time.
There's 4/10 up on the mediums and the softs. So yeah, you should be expected to do that.
Let's see, can he beat Lemony?
Maybe he'd go for it. He's on track to do it.
Has he kept the pace?
The last sector being very technical, so softs are faster for the last
yes,
sector.
He has. Wow.
34.380! Over a second quicker, very nice lap time by Solski. Liverpool for next lap time, the set is 35.493, puts them in P9. We've got a 6 mag and PLR crew steamers next on a lap time.
Yeah, I'm just on board with crew now. Let's see what he's up to. Owen's just ahead of him, but I mean, he looks like he's on a lap as well. Let's see what he can put in here. Surely Killer J's not going to go for another lap. Okay, I thought as much. Let's see what Owen does here. Get ready to go to crew. 1:35.8. I'm not sure if he improved on that. I wanted to get to crew before it went over. 1:35.4. 6 mag is next.
Yeah, he's took the last sector nicely. He's been on with him. Oh, and he tried mistakes for that corner, turning a bit too early, but hopefully it hasn't affected that time by too much. He loses on the curb at 35.5, but it's P11, so he's going to have to go out again with 4 minutes left of the session. He could be in big trouble here, 6 mag.
Habib's Cribs. Very nice name. In Sector 3, in the McLaren.
Your name's Big Man Jack. Oh, and he was about to go wide, but he did jam on the brakes. That would have affected his lap time, losing a couple of tenths of that mistake. He's looking to at least gain half a second to get any chance of being through. And he's going to set a 35.3, goes 4 tenths quicker, puts him in P7.
Not bad.
It's going to be a big risk. The Vintage still yet to set a lap time. Are you confirming?
Vintage on an outlap, yeah.
No one else is on lap right now, so we'll jump on to Vintage to wait for him to start his lap time.
6 mags on a lap.
Isn't
he? Unless he backed out.
He's down on his lap time. He's down by half a tenth.
Oh really? Wow. Who are you going to be with? Yeah, he is. Not looking promising here. as we said earlier, a P1 and a P2 finish. Both P1 on track, I believe. And he's gone into the pits. But he's in good stead so far.
Six back very quick. He might get very lucky and come out quickly.
He may just get one in time, but it depends how quick the turnaround is in the garage. Vintage here in sector 2.
A bit vicious with my phone down. Oh well. I don't want to say these a Mercedes or Emma Clement right behind him. But yep. Looks like Six Mag and Owen are both not going out on lap time, so yep, they can't get back out, so they are out of the session.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Six Mag.
Yeah, but hopefully he might be the driver of the day. We never know.
Although, if I remember correctly, Liverpool fan does have a 5-place grid penalty, so if he starts in P7 or below, Six Mag will get promoted a position.
P11, if you're getting knocked out, P11 is
perfect.
the place to be since you start fresh tyres. But anyway,
So I think
Vintage is
Six
coming
Mag
around
knows,
the
fingers
last
crossed.
corner now, and he says at 135.8. Oh,
Not quick enough, unfortunately.
Yeah, he's not quick enough.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, Six Mag and Owen have gone out way too late. They're not going to get a lap. Owen has potential. I don't think Six Mag will. Who's on a lap? Clement is on a lap. We also have Habib Swims maybe on a lap. And TKD is 7 tenths up on his lap time right now, going into the final sector. We'll jump onto him, very challenging P1.
Yeah, he wants P1 and Q2.
Right, for tyres in P4, happy with 35.1. Should be through. Being in P4. With only 4 cars getting knocked out in this session.
Ooh, very nicely taken that. Very nice from TKD. Utilising all of that corner.
Feel like he's gonna do that. And TKD's out! TKD has to go for a lap as well. My god, TKD.
Commentator's curse.
Owen's been very careful, and he has. Oh my god, Owen has missed out by 1 second to this flag. That was very close. Owen's gonna be very angry by missing out by a second. Anyway, jump on to Liverpool fan, he's a 10th up on his lap time, just over a 10th. So he might be able to he needs to gain about 2 tenths on his lap time to get through. Then
134.7 for Clement. Very nice. Big knockos is just ahead of Liverpool fans. We'll get knockos, then Liverpool fan, then we will jump to Crew. Oh, too wide there. So let's get on board with Liverpool fan now. He's only up a 10th. Doesn't look like he's going to go quick enough.
Come on, Bruce. Come on, Bruce.
Oh, he does.
35, very nice that time. With Crew now in P11.
Wow.
Putting the pressure on.
Oh, that's invalidation.
Crew has invalidated. Oh no.
Under pressure, he is an apple crumble. And I do not mean tasty. He has gone in the bin. Unfortunate for AlphaTauri.
No.
I do like apple crumble. I like Crew. I like racing. Let's get the energy levels up in this stream tonight. We are the best commentators in town, the best racers in town, the worst grid.
No.
Not grid.
No.
Sorry. The worst track in town is what I meant to say.
No, you're bad.
Huh?
You're bad.
Jealousy is a bad trait.
I'm not jealous. Who's in tier 3? Who's in tier 1? Just want to put that out.
Yes, Lemony, apple crumble is amazing. Unfortunately, Crew's lap time wasn't. That was a bit harsh.
Crew.
Better than what I could do. Fair play, Crew. Unlucky, mate.
Liverpool is through into Q3, so he will have to start P7 or P6, isn't it? Yeah, P6.
P6 or above. I think Crew's going to be hoping that he doesn't get P7 or above, because that will knock him into P10, which will mean he'll have to start on these tyres.
That's on like 6 might be hoping for it though.
Yeah, he sure will be. Who's where? Well,
Everyone's finished on their lap time, talking to
TKD gets through by the skin of his teeth, despite breaking his car whilst doing it.
Yeah, but only 9 cars will be in Q3 though. Because TKD has got through, because he is DNF'd to hit the wall. I want to say, 3 cars have crashed out in the matter of 2 qualifying sessions. But Liverpool fan doesn't have a good penalty.
It said, It said on...
No, you're special. You're special.
Rewind. I could have sworn it said it did.
You're special. Anyway,
This game is broken.
P1, we have Folsky at 34.38, Clement in P2, Habib's Cribs in P3, Liverpool in P4, Levitang in P5, top 5 all in sauce, and we've got Taylor J on the mediums in P6, Spec Drive last of the soft runners in P7, then Ben, Big Knockout on the mediums, and then we've got TKD in P10 but getting knocked out since he did hit the wall, and we've got Crew, Six Mag, Vintage, Owen, getting knocked out, and Alpha Stuns DNF with no time right at the start of Q2. Why did I say that so weirdly? I want to go jump off a bridge now. Now it feels awkward.
Please do not do that. That would not be nice. I do not want to commentate on my own. However, take a dip with the boats in the harbour, and I'm sure it'll cool you down.
Yeah.
Right, bets on who's going out first. I'm going to say Folksy for £2.50 and a Mars bar.
I'll put in a Twix bar in there as well.
Oh, lovely jubbly. Lovely jubbly.
Oh, we can hear the cars coming out. I think there's a Mercedes of Clement. Folsky is down. Yeah, Folsky is out right now. With Clement close behind.
Oh, I love going under this bridge. Look at it, just...
Yeah, it's one of the best.
Just don't get it wrong.
Yeah, I've done it many times in career mode. A bit too much speed coming out of the pit lane, smash into the tunnel. Very common mistake with me, but as we know, I am the DNF king of PLR.
That's a... At least you own it. That's the most important thing.
Jack DNF, the DNF king of tier 2. I'm DNF king of tier 1.
The sound of that Ferrari engine.
I like the Alfa Romeo. What do you mean? The Alfa Romeo is probably the best car in this game, in my opinion.
It is gorgeous. I do like the dark red mixed in with the white.
Yeah.
It is very pleasing on the eye. Eye candy.
Eye candy.
Certainly is. There's not much in this game that's eye candy, but that car certainly is. Alongside that woman that interviews you, telling you crashed into walls and left paint everywhere. Didn't even touch the wall once. Liar. Here we go, folks, he's going onto his lap here.
Predictions for pole then, Jack.
I'm gonna say... I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna say... Oh, it's probably not out there, actually. Clement.
I'm gonna go with Ben.
I was going to go for him, but I've already said him in Q1, so I didn't want to repeat. So I've gone for Clement in the Mercedes. Let's see if he can put in a promising first lap in his Q3 battle. Is that number 97? Isn't he and Clement both 97?
I have no idea. I have no idea, lad.
I think every time I look at Clement, I think he's Bottas, but it's not 77, it's 97. And it confuses me every time. I think that's Clement anyway, we'll find out in a moment.
tired of falling asleep right now. Oh my god. Right, time to go shouting. Anyway, folks, he's coming into the penultimate corner now of the first one to cross the line, taking it very nice to keep his minimal speed up. Coming into the last corner, he runs out VRS, but keeps his minimal speed up. Gets a very nice exit to get a 1:34.6. Not the fastest time we've seen today, but a very nice banker lap. Then we have got a red to spec drive, invalidated, and we've got Habib's Chris, which is a reserve. Coming into the final corner now. Give his minimal speed a bit lower, but but actually puts a 35.3. Not the fast time he's done even. We've got Liverpool fan next cross line. Oh, hit a bit of the curve, hit the car. Coming into the penultimate corner now. His minimal speed up.
There we go, Clement, 97. I knew it. I knew it.
And Liverpool fan sets a 35.6, coming set to 35.3. Very nice that time by these boys. And then my boy Ben's going on the last corner now to set. Hey, come on lads. 34.331. Let's go, Ben. Very nice lap time. Then we have Big Knockos next on a lap time. And breathe.
Come on, house boys. Let's have it.
If we're going for that, then no bias at all, but come on, Clement.
Not at all.
When Knockos invalidates.
He's going to be paying for that.
And Split Drive next on a lap. This is his second lap and pretty short. This is his second lap, invalidated first lap.
Indeed.
But again, I was saying a 34. We might see a 33 here. You never know.
Maybe. I mean, they're all. I'm going to assume they've all put in bankers for now on a 30.
Spectrum gets very low. We'll jump on to Lemley time now, which is on a lap. He's invalidated as soon as I said that. Anyone else on a lap time, it seems? No. And Bibs Cribs has just done a donut. Oh well, he's celebrating his lap time and see. Well, no one's on lap time right now.
Ben and Clement dancing with each other.
We're jumping on to Killer Jason and out laps until the next on a lap time. But I'm going to stop talking since my voice still hurts.
Let's see what Killer J can do here. Can he kill this lap time? Find out in the next episode. Joking, you can stick around. We're not going to give you suspense like that, are we? We're nice. Let's see what he can pull off here. (17-0) sector 1, not too shabby. Oh dear, dearie me. That's an invalidation.
The commentators go, well, let me tank probably go for another lap. Yeah, he's saving the rest, and let me tank go for another lap. Takes turn one, to his minimal speed up. Using a bit of the exit curve. Using a bit of the inside curve. Again, using a bit of the inside curve, loses the back end slightly through that corner, sets a 16.9. Nice that time by him through sector 1. Gets him a bit late for that corner. Hits the apex through the tight hairpin with a nice exit. Coming up to the DRS detection point. Gets the DRS deployed very nicely. My voice is now hurting, so you can carry on with this lap.
He's going in a straight line. He goes left. He goes right. Oh, he goes right. He goes straight again. Another DRS. Activated. Gear up. Gear up.
Give up.
Get down, get down, get down, get down, get down, get down. And invalidation.
Invalidation! No boy!
It's unbelievable, Jeff.
Killer J's going for another lap again, so jump onto the half of the number, give me 2 seconds. Number 2, KJ's running.
Number 2. Oh, could they get a little slipstream down the first DRS zone here? Let's see. Looks like they may. And hopefully Killer J will just fly on past like wind through a curtain. No, he doesn't. No, he does not. He opens the door and says, "Ta-ra, mate. You're not having my slipstream." And Killer J. I wouldn't be so happy about that.
I'm back. So I have to go.
Nicely done there. Going through sector 2. DRS activated through the second. Does he go in the dip? No, he doesn't.
What
He doesn't go through a dip.
There's no dip on an F1 track, lad.
There's no dip. Huh?
There's no dip on a track.
There's no dip on that straight.
No.
Alright,
No,
get
no.
a leveler. We'll get a leveler. And we'll do it.
I'll go book a flight to, I think it's Dubai.
Yep.
I think that's right. Dubai.
Well, you know what I'm
and I'll walk to the track. I don't know how far we probably go past
Good
them
luck.
on cruising. And then I'll walk to the track, go measure it, and tell you there's no dip in that track.
Okay. What about the part where you get arrested for trespassing? Killer
Um,
J1 35-0 P3 provisional
Oh well, it's worth it because I got. It's worth it because I proved my point.
for the
There's no
lads.
dip in that strike. Yep. Oh, we've got big knockers in the house. Setting going on to that now.
Round there, full throttle, very nice. Brakes at
Sorry.
100 meter, board down into third gear, down into second, up into third, short shift, down through the hairpin, gear 2, very nice, up into gear 3, short shift, DRS activation point, bing, and he's off.
Bing! Since when did DRS lap go bing?
Since, I said it 2 seconds ago. I'm doing the sound effects for the next game. That's going to be it.
Oh yeah, I really. How much you getting paid for that then?
I can't disclose that, unfortunately.
Oh, fair enough then. It's better be good. If it's going to be like some pings when you open the DRS, I want a refund of the game.
When you hear that, it ping, I go bing, like that. So you know it's more noticeable to the driver. So if anything, you know I'm doing a community service.
So it doesn't go bing, you know, your DRS lap hasn't opened.
Yeah, and if you go beep, 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 then you know it's not open. It doesn't stop until you open it. So, coming to a store near you. Don't worry, I will not be in it. You can buy it and not have to listen to my voice. Although you will have to listen to Jeff.
I would play
134.6 P4 jumping his teammate. Oh, that's cute.
Nah, just because Jeff's that annoying, I have my Jeff turned off, but it annoys the hell out of me. He either doesn't shut up, or he tells you the most useless information like, oh my god.
It's under safety car and he'll be letting you know the person behind you has catched you by 2 seconds a lap.
Yeah.
Cheers, Jeff.
Or like it's raining, and he tells it's drying up in like the next 2 laps, and like 10 laps later it's still raining.
Expecting it to clear up in 15 minutes. 15 minutes. Yeah,
Oh,
we'll
it's
see
gonna
about
rain
that.
in 5. Oh, it's gonna rain in 5 minutes. It ends raining in like 10 minutes.
Oh,
well,
Ben.
I just set 34.074. Getting very close to the 33 mark.
I'm on with Lemony to see what kind of time he's setting because he hasn't set one yet, and Ben just comes out with that. Fantastic.
Neither Spec Drive. And Spec Drive.
Spec Drive just coming up now.
He isn't getting a lap in.
No, it's invalidated. That's tragic. Oh dear. I mean, we did mention it earlier, it's going to be about who can push the limits but still get a time on the board. And, I mean, a couple of people have left it right to the last moment. Ooh.
Well, Lemon Tang will most likely just want to get a lap in. Doesn't matter if it's like 5 minutes, but he's want to get the lap in.
And it's a 134.8 P5.
P5, but we do have Killer J. Ah, no. The Liverpool fan comes and got
Liverpool
us
fan?
alive. He said, going fast
P7.
into Lemon with 1-8. Versus out.
Well,
Avon done now. See what? Oh god.
Equator OG said Spectriv or Clement podium. So they've got to start from P8 and 9. So if you get that right, fair play. If you don't, not fair play. Who's... Ah, that's the AI. Oh, they're all AI anyway now. Well,
I legit just said about
Not them
5 minutes ago that they finished all the laps.
No, I knew it was done, but Ben's in AI because he's paused the game is what I meant, because he's still going round, he hasn't actually finished qualifying yet. I'm not sure what's the crack with the AI here, they're just dancing with each other once again. Doing the tango.
What they normally do.
And he's retired. That was... Okay, it's not going to tell me where he qualified. There we go, yeah, P1 I thought it was.
Anyway,
Wow.
today we have Ben in P1.
Blitzed
4
them.
tenths behind him is Habib's Clips, which is a reserve team looking very strong in this race. Then we have Polsky and Big Knockos on row 2 with Lemmy Tank and KJ on row 3 with Liverpool Fan and Clement on row 4 and Spec Drive and Alpha. I don't know. No, and Alpha, Spec Drive and TKD on the fifth row.
Now we're going to find out. It doesn't say here 5 grid, but I could have sworn I saw it on the first one. So we're going to have to see when we do get into the race, see where he is on the grid and whether I was right or the game was wrong. Because as I said, I'm never wrong.
You're always wrong, face the facts.
Now we just blame the game. Just blame everything else but me. I'm never wrong. Never, ever, ever.
You're
Never,
always
ever.
wrong. You have to
Never,
do not whisper in the mic. Just say you're not wrong. You are wrong.
Never, ever. Never, ever. Never, ever. Good song. Can't remember the name of it, but... tune. Right, when it loads we'll find out. All the people in the crowd there, look at them, absolutely buzzing to get this underway. Can't stop clapping, in fact. Blimey. Their arms must be killing them, because they've been clapping for a long time now. It's almost like they're on repeat, isn't it? Almost like a cycle.
Shut up. Shut up, you. Anyway, what are your predictions on the top 3 in today's race?
I reckon there's going to be in the top 3, probably 3 cars with 4 round wheels. As for drivers, if you mean that, I think... Yeah, do you know what I'm going to say? I think... can't find his name, and I can't think of it off the top of my head. Clement, there he is. I think he's going to make a comeback. I think he's going to get P3. I think Alpha Stun's P2, so there's going to be great points for Merck. And P1, I'm going to go for... Oh, the change sides. I'm going to go for Ben. He's starting P1. I reckon he can hold that. So, Liverpool fan P12. What did I say? Thank you very much. Who's right once again? Oh, yeah, me. Would you believe it? It is what it is, mate. Always right.
My predictions are... I'm going to go for some very bold predictions here, lads. I'm going to go with Spec Drive in B1, Crew in B2, with Owen in B3.
Blimey. Yeah, you have gone out there. Yeah, well, 6 Mag's in the perfect position, really, now. He's got fresh rubber. If you get kicked out of Q1, that is the... No, Q2, sorry, that's the best place you want to be, P11. So... Yeah, here it is. Medium, medium hard, or medium soft, medium.
Wait, my phone's gonna die, back in a minute. Wait, big issues, my phone's gonna die, back in a minute.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is what you call priorities. Don't worry, I won't leave you. Here we are, we see people getting the heat into their tyres, weaving in and out of the track, getting in the wing mirrors of their opponents here. I like to do that under safety car restarts or formation. Like to get in the wing mirrors of the people in front of you, give them a little intimidation, let them know you're there, let them know you're coming through.
I've resolved my issue, by the way. I've got a phone charger. Just if you want to know.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you know, if it's dying, maybe charge it. That seems to work for me.
Benny's going. Well, he was using the backup, but he has now got a big up. Habib's Quibs.
Oh. Oi, oi, oi.
Ben, you absolute legend!
He's done a Verstappen, except he couldn't stop this and he just went straight into the wall. He wants to get back up to P1 now, and he's he's desperate. I can't believe he's binned it like that. Well, it doesn't look like he's got damage. Oh my goodness.
You can't get damage on.
Oh, you can't get it on formation lap. Yeah, he's lucky. You got a point there. That is lucky. That is Very, very lucky. Blimey.
You've been in the formation like from the start with no front wing.
That is very unlucky. Oh, nice little ships in the harbour there, by the hotel. Anyway, back to the cars. Oh, nice cars in the car park. Not as fast as the ones on track though, and they're the ones we're going to be keeping an eye on tonight. So Ben is on the medium compound of tyre, starting on the front row, right at the front of the pack, followed by two soft tyres in Habib's and Folksy. Knockos on the medium, Lemony on the softs, Killer J on the mediums, Clement and Spectre both on the soft, TKD in P9 after that 5 place grid penalty from Liverpool fan on the mediums. Cruz with starting on his Q2 tyres due to being bumped up from P11 on the softs, 6 mag on the fresh rubber of the medium, Liverpool fan on the softs, and everyone else decides to go for the medium compound of tyre today. Ben could be under pressure here from the start if the soft runners behind him do get a better launch off the line. Engines are revving, we can't see the lights but we can hear them. There we go, we're going board, 5 lights.
Anyway, it's going to be
And away we go.
Start. So looks like KJ has got a banging start. Looks like one person, very clean from
Folks, he went wide. Possibly cold tyres.
Don't see anyone, no crashes so far. Very nice.
Ben's had a good launch there from the start, especially on the medium compound tyre with the soft runners chasing him down. Folks, he looks like he wants to get rid of Habib's as quick as possible. No drama at the moment.
Habib's gonna send it. Is he gonna send it? No. Oh, is he? Oh, looks like it. But Habib is on us. Oh, that curb did not like him at all.
Folksy almost gets a switchback. Just can't pull it off. Liverpool fan and Spectre seem to be fighting downhill. Liverpool fan gets the better of the situation up into P10. 6 mags down in 13th place. He's lost a couple of places. 14th now. Has he got any damage? Doesn't look like he has. He's just not got the pace at the moment, which is unfortunate for him. Killer J and Lemony fighting. Oh, going wheel to wheel. Oh, Lemony goes wide. Killer J. Oh, they are really not liking each other here. Forcing each other out wide. Once again, the predicted pit stop strategy is coming up here. Lemony Tang gets the better of that situation. Running.
Oh, that's a warning. And Crew has got a penalty in the second lap. That's surprising.
Oh, what's happened to Ben? He spun. Well, no, don't worry. I'm waffling. It's a lap 3. It's a lap 3 nonsense. I thought he'd spun. It's alright. Any Ben fans in the chat, Renault fans, he's safe for now.
Oh!
Once again, the pit strategy.
I don't know what's happened, but TKD and KJ just made a... Oh, and Clement, oh my god, Clement and TKD and KJ just got into a bit of collision and TKD is missing.
Yeah.
Front one.
His front what?
His front one.
Very nice. Wouldn't want to miss any of that, would you? Blimey. Spectre gets the inside line. Good manoeuvre pulled off there.
Oh, and Spec Drive. I don't know what's happened, but he has hit the wall and he's missing an end plate.
Oi, that's not good.
Only in PLR can do that. And Owen gets a 3-second time penalty. No, Owen! We're doing these tracks which are pushing really hard. It's quite easy to get warnings.
Well, the pit stop strategy keeps coming up, so enjoy it, guys. Apparently it's a soft medium now.
I would do soft medium. I would do soft, medium soft. Get the medium stick out the way.
Okay, it says 2/10, but all Crew right on the back of Killer J, all over him, and he gets him as Killer J pits. Possible damage there? I would assume so to pit this early. everything's just working out now. Now we've seen Folksy applying pressure. The top three have stayed how they started for now.
I've got Alpha Sons, he's wanting an invite. I don't think I've got Alpha Sons on PSN.
And Folksy, ooh, tight between the McLaren there, good battling. Folksy might lose out to the Haas of Big Knockus. He does, he gets the move off Folksy after what looked like a promising move on Habib's. Instead gets placed back into P4 as Knockus takes P3. Yeah, DNF right on the tail of Clement. Oh, so close. Monster's now 3 seconds behind in P20, but there's a massive gap between Killer J and Vintage in P16.
I do want to point out, somehow Ben on the harder compound tyre has got a 4-second gap in the lead right now.
He is pulling away.
A bit of assassin speed there, you know?
Yes, I mean, I would dare to say Habib looks like he's struggling. The guys behind him just can't seem to get around him. They just cannot seem to pull it off.
Would the guy in here?
Quite possibly. This track is brutal on the soft compound. Let's see this back DRS straight. I can imagine Habib's is going to get overtaken by Big Knockos, and I think Folksy may just follow him through. I mean, I'm not sure if it'll be the tyre, because Folksy seems to be doing grand on them. It's just Habib's that seems to be struggling. Habib's is out of ERS. This should be an easy take for Knockos here with his ERS, DRS deployed. There we go. Gets the move done. Very nice. Big Knockos up into P2. Folksy doesn't follow him through, but 6
like
in P4.
He's maybe going for a move again, but Knockos has the ERS.
Vintage, good move. Same corner there as Knockos made onto Habib's. Vintage up 1 place. Alfie down into P15. Craigie, can he get around the outside of Owen? Oh, it's gonna be close. Oh, that was tight. That was tight. Still going. Great move by Craigie. That was fantastic. Another penalty for Crew. If we look at penalties now, we've already had quite a few of them. 6 seconds for Crew, and then we have Owen, Killer J, TKD and Spectriv on 3. Lemony Tang, the master of all penalties, joins them on 3 seconds. Ben still with a 5-second lead over P2.
Oh, and McLaren's pushed Folksy off. Oh, and that McLaren is now in the wall.
Can we get on the back of what's happening here? Where's he put him in the wall?
Folksy pushed, Habib's pushed Folksy off the track.
I think that's a bit of karma there by the sounds of it. He tried to take someone off the track and instead just binned it himself. And that's a great move by Lemony there on Folksy. Folksy has the defence of a Poppadom against a bowling ball. Absolutely no chance. Gets absolutely smashed to bits, but Folksy's on the return now on Lemony, but cannot pull it off. And Ben is just still pulling away. Jack DNF and Clement, good little battle going on here. Clement seems to be getting the better of them. He holds the inside line, pushes Jack DNF out slightly there. And he'll just hold P7. Although Jack DNF is right on his tail, so that could change also quickly.
Now 5-second gap between Ben and Big Knockers.
And Clement goes into the pits. Maybe a bit of damage there between the scrap of them both. Not too sure what the crack is. Clement
I'll forget
in the
a penalty.
pits, dropping down a few positions. Sadistic King right on the back of Craigie. Craigie is quite far behind Jack DNF, I believe. Has he got damage on his front wing? I can't quite tell. Yes, his right end, right front plate is missing. Folksy and Lemony, good battle here. Not sure who the DRS is given to. Looks like none of them, but Liverpool fan coming through the middle of them. He gets Folksy. Oh, Lemony, I think, looks like he outbroke himself there. And Folksy managed to retain that position due to that Liverpool fan being pushed out. He's not going to be very happy about that, I don't think. Sadistic King, nope. Crew is right on the back. Here we see 5 cars just in a train. That is from Folksy all the way down to Sadistic. I'm not sure what has happened to the timing intervals here.
Hey, just a timing glitch that sometimes happens.
Just
40 get there, 3
3
second time
penalty.
penalty.
Just being told that yes, Crew does have left end plate front wing damage after hitting the back of Liverpool fan. That's unfortunate for Crew. Lemony Tang pits, those soft tyres seem to just be falling off lap after lap as the medium runners up ahead are still pulling away. Folksy's holding it well at the moment, but I'm not sure how long he can retain that for. Liverpool fan, is he going to be within the DRS here of Folksy? Doesn't look like it. Excuse me. Ugh. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to. No, he doesn't. That is unfortunate for Liverpool fan. But he does get better traction out of the hairpin there, and he's gaining on Folksy. Just not enough.
Yeah, but there is 2 back straights here, both DRS zones. So we might be able to get back on the second straight.
Quite possibly. Let's see what Liverpool fan's able to do here. Folksy runs wide to not give the slipstream. And yep, not able to make the move. Crew, the same on Jack DNF, not able to make a move there, unfortunately. Ben and Big Knockers right now are in great positions in this race. Alfie. 6
seconds in the lead after 7 laps. Very nice by Ben.
That's a very good gap that he's forming there.
Don't want to say TKD's on the back of Chiller J, but he's ghosted right now. Don't know why. Must be a connection issue.
We're looking at penalties. TKD, Killer J, Spectriv, Lemony Tang, Owen, Folksy and Jack DNF are all on 3. Crew is on 6. Alfie is on 8 seconds at the moment. Lemony Tang and 6 Mag have pitted onto the hard compound of tyre, maybe going for a medium to hard strategy for them too. Were they on the mediums? Can't quite remember. I think Lemony may have been on the softs. No, they both would have been on the soft.
Move on vintage.
Great move there by Clement.
Unusual place.
Certainly is, but he made it.
Unusual place, but he's got it done.
He certainly made that look easy.
Maybe TKD's gonna get him. TKD's gonna get him on the straight, or maybe even before the straight. Maybe not. TKD's on the right and the back.
Fan is right on the back of Folksy again here.
DRS.
4/10, just not close enough to make the move, unfortunately. Oh, Folksy losing his rear end. Looks like these soft compound tyres are dying on Folksy's car. We have seen quite a few soft runners struggling here as the laps begin to accumulate. Spectre 3-second penalty. if Liverpool fan is able to stay within a second of Folksy going on to the first main DRS straight, this could be huge in making that position up. It looks like he's going to be able to, still within 5/10. Folksy looks as though he keeps losing the rear end slightly, managing to just catch it though. Luckily for him. And yes, here we go, the DRS line has been crossed and he was within the second, therefore he's now going to have the DRS on this back straight, as you can see, 100 metres, and it is now open. Doesn't go for the slipstream of Folksy there, he reacts just a little bit too late, and he's not going to be able to get anything out of that. He's not going to be able to stick a move there, unfortunately. Craigie on Alpha Stuns decides to pull out. Ooh, Alpha Stuns turning in a little bit there. Craigie, let's see if he can get him on his DRS. He gets a decent launch out of that chicane. And it doesn't look like he's going to be able to pull anything off.
Forsey spun it and hit Liverpool fan.
And Liverpool fan.
Bad.
That is unfortunate.
Turn back on track by both the drivers. But Forsey, I saw that Forsey went over chicane, lost the back end, spun it, and then caught the Liverpool fan in the meantime.
That is unfortunate. I've been saying for the last few laps here, I've seen Folksy losing his rear end plenty of times, and that's just unfortunate. Liverpool fan, being the innocent bystander, gets hit. Crew puts it into the wall there. I'm surprised he lost his right end plate, so that's both of his end plates on his front wing now missing. Folksy pits. Yeah, I think his tyres are dead. My tyres are dead, Bono.
Yeah, overheated from the...
Oh, Ben's in the pits. Ben's in the pits, and he comes out on a soft compound of tyre in P4. Not too far behind Sadistic. Killer J needs an invite, I believe.
Yeah, I sent him one.
PLR. Well, I mean, ooh, Crew goes wide. Not sure if he got pushed out or if that was his end plates missing that just made that happen there. Without those end plates, he's gone from apple crumble. Ooh, yeah, he's really not turned in very well. He's gone from apple crumble to jelly. Strawberry flavoured jelly. The nicest flavour in my opinion. But it's not what you want to be on a racetrack, unfortunately. Shaking all over the place like a leaf. He's surely going to have to get that fixed when he gets his wheel change. I think he's just hoping maybe for a safety car before he pops in to get that changed. Craigie's right on the rear.
On about safety cars,
Ooh,
there hasn't been one.
No, there hasn't been. Ben sticks it round the outside of Sadistic. What a move.
Ben is on the pressure tyres, but still a very nice move by Ben.
Very nice to put it off around that corner there. Let's see, he's within the DRS zone of Jack DNF as well, if he can get it after the hairpin here. Let's see, the DRS activation line. Yes, he's well within the second, right on the tail of Jack DNF. If you gave him a spanner right now, he could probably upgrade the gearbox of that Red Bull and give it the horsepower it needs to pull away. But he's not going to do that, because instead he's just going to go ta-ra and get the overtake done. There we go. Very nice. And Jack DNF is left for dead there.
Oh, and
so
Jack DNF didn't get the best exit, but it's a nice second exit to get away from Statistic King. Oh my god, I'm tired. I'm actually falling asleep.
Folksy making up on Killer J, great move. It's AI of Killer J, unfortunately, he's not back in yet. Six Mag goes for it, Six Mag fully sends it, he gets around Killer J, does not get around Folksy, but he may be able to now as he gets the better launch of the two and he gets the DRS. Folksy's lights flashing away, Six Mag knows he's vulnerable, and he takes full advantage there.
These guys
tries to hold it.
These guys are going for the hard tyres, which is
Yes, they have indeed.
very surprising.
Folks are going for the switchback. Well defended there by 6 Mag.
Maybe I got a tyre structure completely wrong. Maybe it is mediums to hard, soft to hard.
He's still right on the back. Killer J still AI, unfortunately not back in yet. Monster has made some ground. Crew has pitted. Monster's made some ground. Now ahead of his teammate. He got the wing change as well. He now has the end plate that he needs of that front wing to stick to the floor like super glue. Hopefully not too much like super glue, otherwise he won't move at all, and that will not be good for him, the AlphaTauri. Team orders seem to take place as Monster lets him by. And Alfie going up on Craigie and TKD as they pit. Liverpool fan. Looks like, I'm not sure if the undercut was even on there, but if it was, he's pulled it off. And looks like Monster's going to be in the DRS of Crew. But as we've seen, team orders going into place there, so he probably will not try and make a dive on him going down the DRS straight. Although, we will stick with them. Go on board, gets a DRS. Towing him along. He still has a lot of ERS as well. He looks down the inside but realises his teammate and doesn't want to take both the AlphaTauris out of this race. So thinks better of that. Here we see now 5 drivers of the 19 on the grid switch to the hard compound. We have TKD, Vintage, Folksy, 6 Mag and Lemony Tang. Lemony Tang being the highest runner of those, and Vintage and TKD being on the freshest of those rubber tyres. Killer J is now back by the looks of things. Yes, he is, so he's going to be pitting shortly. Oh, Crew really outbrakes himself there by a country mile, luckily avoiding the back of Killer J. But that's made it possible for Monster to stick to the back there of the duo. Of course, in these, there we go, J dives into the pits. That means 12th and 13th place now for the AlphaTauri boys. 11th and 12th place now. Spectre have dived into the pits also. Of course, it's down to P15 to get points in this race. So they are both in the points right now. Unfortunately, the people that are outside of the points are TKD in the Williams, Vintage in the McLaren. As I say that, they do go up 2 places due to pits. And Killer J, who's pitted by the looks of it. Monster is now out the DRS zone of his teammate due to the fresher rubber of Crew. Folksy looks up the inside of 6 Mag. He's really not getting a great release out of that chicane, and 6 Mag just pulls away due to that. That's unfortunate there.
It's very hard on very used tyres to get traction out the corner.
Yes.
I find.
It really is, especially around this track here. Clement is right on the back of Owen on the fresher rubber as well, so maybe that'll be a move that will take place on the next DRS zone. Ben on the fastest compounder tyre that is possible, 3 laps old only. Oh, and he makes the move on Owen straight away there. Owen doesn't even try and defend that at all. And up into P2 as Jack DNF pits onto the soft compound. But Ben out in front now by 14 seconds on these soft tyres. Very comfortable lead, a good amount of ERS as well available to him if he does need to use that. Lemony Tang and Sadistic King jump Jack in the pits there. Nicely done. We're going to see Knockus in the Haas getting DRS on Owen here. He has a good amount of ERS. DRS is now going to be activated. Owen is low on ERS, as you can see his light blinking there. Big Knockus goes for the outside, brakes late. Oh, he hits the back of glass. That's clumsy there from the Haas driver. Very, very clumsy.
You had all that run up and you...
Very clumsy there from the Haas driver, but can he get this move on Clement as well?
He didn't get any damage from it though. I did. He's missing an end plate on the right.
He gets the move done on Clement. Wow.
Clement looks through it.
Yes, he's missing
now. But since Clement has got a full front wing, he will have the downforce advantage right now.
especially
But in
through
this
this third sector.
final,
Downforce is huge. Folksy jumping 6 mag there, having a nice little fight through the chicane. Folksy goes for the ballsy move, pulls it off. Alpha stuns on the back of Jack DNF. Jack DNF goes up the inside of Lemony, thinks better of it. No, he doesn't. He commits himself, gets round the outside of Lemony. Alpha stuns goes for it as well, Lemony. That's a collision. Looks like Alpha stuns reset to track there. I'm not sure if that's allowed in this, but he did it anyway.
It's allowed as long as no one reports it.
Oh, well, that'll be a talking point then, as I caught that on stream.
I'm pretty sure it's allowed, but it's like, if you reset the track and it affects someone's race and they report it, you can get penalties for it, but you are allowed to do it.
I don't believe it caused any... No, there's a massive gap between him and Folksy, so that wouldn't have caused anything there. Here we go, Owen now.
Oh, he saved it,
spun. Oh. The Knockoss is in the pits. Who's spun?
It was Alpha time.
Oh, Alpha.
He half spun it, but he saved it. Do you want to say Craigie, Liverpool fan, and Monster are fighting for P11 right now?
Yes, they are.
I do know the point. The points do go down to 15.
There's a big difference between Crew and... Oh, he just makes that look easy on 6 mag there. Great move, 6 mag sees the better of that. Nobody's on the slower compound and the older compound. Oh, tyre, I just decided to give up the position. Monster drops back to P13, holds it around the outside. No, he doesn't. Craigie gets a dive there, but he sets himself up nicely here. Craigie doesn't get good traction. Monster, now the DRS of Craigie may save him here. Crew making spaces, very
Jack
nice.
Jack DNF spam.
Yeah, I saw that.
9.
That is unfortunate. Just caught that from Crew's point of view.
Driving vintage, having a fight for second to last place right now.
Wow.
Well,
okay.
Is he gonna send it? Is he gonna send it? He sends it round the outside, going into the high left-hander. He's on the pressure compound. So
Spectriv and Crew are both joined on 12 seconds of penalties right now. Alfie's on 8. Monster, TKD are on 6. Jack DNF, Craigie, Folksy, Alpha, Lemony, Owen and Ben has 3 seconds. So we'll have to keep an eye on that 3-second penalty for Ben there. Not sure if it's going to come into account necessarily due to time at the end of the race as of yet, but as his tyres start to die off, he's going to have to pit again as well. Clement is on the medium tyre. It's going to be a hard one, but I mean, if he really nursed them, he might just be able to make them last to the end here. But I think he's going to have to treat them nicely. Alpha getting past Lemony there in his fresh, soft compound tyres.
I do want to point out, somehow Ben is got an 18.8 second lead right now.
He has done very well. The thing is, he got a great launch from the start. He's had that position all the way from the start, 3 seconds for 6 mag there, unfortunately for him, but he's had that position well. He hasn't got into any drama, any incidents. He hasn't had to climb over anyone, fight anyone. He's just been in his own race. He's been in a race of his own, a league of his own today, in fact, and he's racing very, very well. He does have another pit stop, but I'm not sure that's going to affect him too much. A great switchback from Jack DNF, can't hold it around the outside, goes for another switchback, and Crew loses rear end slightly, hits Jack DNF left front tyre. Not too much drama there, luckily, but that could have ended a lot worse. And I'm in bits. DNF is going to look at Crew going down this DRS main back straight. Crew is out of Folksy's DNF, so he's going to be very vulnerable. Sorry, DRS. So he's going to be very vulnerable to Jack DNF on those soft tyres in the DRS. If he can do this well.
Well, we're seeing this in real life: a Red Bull fighting a Alpha Tauri P7. We're not seeing this in real life at all.
No.
But then we won't see a Renault in P1 leading by 20 seconds in real life either.
Exactly.
But anyway, Jack on the the compound tyre gets a banging exit and gets past Crew.
That was a great exit there. That's the great thing about this game, it's not constantly looking at Mercedes and Red Bulls up the top on the podium. It's nice to see a little bit of difference sometimes. Jack DNF is locking up into every corner here, but doesn't seem to be affecting him too much. He's still got the pace that he needs, and he's right now in the DRS range of Folksy for the next DRS detection point so far.
I've got 3 people on 12 seconds worth of penalties. With 10 laps left to go of this session.
Spectrum and Alfie having a bit of a... Yeah, I don't think he had any choice there really, Alfie, on 10 lap old softs against the 3 lap older mediums. There's not a lot you can do in that situation there. Spectre the last of the point earners today. Excuse me, Big Knocker's going for the outside line of Craigie. Ooh. He just about pulls it off. Yes, pushing Craigie out though. A lot of elbows being stuck out, and he loses the position to Owen as well. Knockers, can he get Liverpool fan on this DRS straight? I'm going to say no, especially with that exit out of that corner.
I don't know what's happened, but Ben has lost his 20-second lead.
Pitted onto the medium compound now, yeah. I wondered what had happened there as well.
Didn't see wrong,
but he got it straight back. Yeah, I think he's just been in a race of his own today. His pace has just been unmatched so far. It really has been impressive. He's already pulled out a second over Clement. He's already out with DRS range due to the fresh compound. Big knock-off right on the back of Liverpool fan. He can probably smell Liverpool fans' sweat or aftershave, whatever one you decide you want to be smelling. And Big Knockoff has got 90% ERS, so he's really ready to attack whenever he pleases on those fresh mediums, although Owen right behind him on the fresh softs as well, so Liverpool fan could lose 2 positions in one here. Could be a bit like Eminem's song, but instead of trailer park girls it'll be 2 F1 cars go round the outside, but we're yet to see that, so let's see what the crack is as we go into this lap 19 of 28, 9 laps remaining, 10 if you count this lap. Both managing to stay within the DRS range. Liverpool fans right on the DRS range of Clement since he's come out of the pits, so is he on the back of 6 mag on the fresh mediums. If he gets a good launch, this could be 6 mag down into P9. He gets the launch he needs. ERS deployed, DRS deployed, 8 gear deployed, and that's the move. 6 mag drop back into P9. Big Knockers gets Liverpool fan. Ooh, argy bargy, slargy bargy wargy pargy. Oi oi oi, and I am surprised they've both come out of that unscathed. Big Knockers gets him. Wow, that was close. Jack DNF loses a position to Folksy. Crew, I think Jack DNF looked a bit squiggly there as I flicked onto Crew. See what kind of damage Owen can get here. He's only on 19% ERS. Let's see what Knockers is on. Still on 70% ERS. Wow, that is strong for him. Mark or Greenmo's just messaged me, yes, RG Bargy, Onion Bargy, don't mention them, you're gonna make me hungry. Ooh, Big Knockoff's almost going into the back of 6 mag there. Jack DNF right on the back of Folksy.
And the fresher tyres, so wanting to get back fast as quick as possible.
Yeah, the fresher and faster compound. Probably gonna, everyone on their tyres gonna go to the end of the race now. Let's see if he can get the launch he needs. Not too shabby. Folksy gets a good one himself. He's out of ERS, but so is Folksy. DRS activated, 8th gear engaged. And Folksy's telephone is engaged as he ignores the call and says, sorry mate, you're sticking in P6. But let's see if he can do that down this second DRS. Yeah, Folksy get a good launch out of there. I don't think Jack DNF's going to be able to do anything about that. Cruz caught up to him and all that, and he gets another 3-second penalty there as he runs wide. 6 mag on Liverpool fan. Just missed that. I saw the Delta closing in so quickly. Great move. By Liverpool fan on 6. No, sorry, 6 mag tried to get it on Liverpool fan, but then Liverpool fan won it back by the looks of things. 6 mag's probably going to be a bit disappointed with this result after the start he's had, but
yeah,
with a track like this,
only one race though.
Exactly, there's still a long way to go. He's had 2 great starts, and as long as he keeps his head, you know, this result hopefully won't affect him too much. Owen is probably going to get 6 mag here as well, or he's probably going to save it for the DRS. Yeah, he's saving his ERS, going to save it for the DRS straight.
Clement's on the back of Crew. Clement. Oh my god, every time I've looked at someone, they've literally cut the track.
Clement looks like he's ready to attack. He's on the prowl. Oh, Jack DNF and Crew both getting slippy there, like they're on ice.
Yeah, but Crew has
Clement could get 2.
On Jack DNF.
And just like I said on Jack DNF, it's not Trailer Park Girls, but it's 2 cars round the outside, and Clement's going to stick with P5 for now, although Jack DNF does fight back, but I'm not sure he's going to be able to do anything about that.
Well, Crew got a bad exit though, and his lights flashing. DRS, and Clement goes round the outside.
That is complete filth. Complete filth.
And Jack DNF thinking about it. Oh, he sends it down the inside. Crew keep his car there.
What a move.
Oh, and still side by side.
Wowie.
This had allowed the big knuckles to catch up, and it had also allowed Clement to basically go away, basically.
Can we just notice that because everyone else had to pit, Ben is now again 22 seconds ahead of P2.
Oh, Ben's walked with this race.
Crazy. If we're looking at penalties here, 18 seconds for Crew. He's not going to be too happy with that. Jack DNF diving into the pits there after that battle.
So big Knockos gets a very nice exit. He's a bit of VRS on the inside, and he gets
that's a great move.
Oh, Crew squeezing him right against the wall. Will he be able to fight?
Penalties.
Will he be able to fight? Oh, and so TKD gets the penalty. Corner cutting.
No, Crew's going to still stick on Knockoff, so we leave the penalty situation for now. I thought Knockoff was going to breeze away with it, but Crew is not letting him get away with that easy. Despite having 18 seconds of penalties, he wants every place that he can here. So, Crew's on 18.
Clement! Come on, Clement, my boy! He's going to squeeze him past Polski.
That's a great move. Folksy, can you hold it? Nope.
Polski backs out of it for second ozone, DRS zone.
Looks like Folksy, Clement and Lemony not only fighting for a podium, but for P2 here. Yeah, I think we can agree.
P1 is... gets past his teammate, and Owen goes down the inside. Oh, they're both gets a time penalty. Right now, the only people without a penalty are Statistic King, Liverpool fan for both Ferraris, and ALR Vintage.
Yes, I mean, both the Ferraris could make a good couple of positions up here on penalties. I haven't got the penalties up, I'm just looking at what compound everyone's running, but this could be a P6, 7, P5, 6 maybe for the Ferrari boys if they can keep it up. Liverpool fan can get a bit more pace behind his car on those old mediums, which is going to be not easy. He might be able to pull something off here. It's Alpha Stuns on the fresh soft. It's going to come up through Crew pits, probably onto the soft compound to maybe try and get fastest lap.
I mean, if you're down there that far down, you might as well do anything you can to try and get as many points as you can.
I mean, unfortunately, he might just about be safe in the points with penalties, but just remember if he does drop out of top 15 and get the fastest lap, it will not count anyway, so he may have just jeopardised
Regan's got a fast lap with a low 37, but anyway, Polski's on the back of Lemony Tang. Both low ERS, but Clement is in P2. They got. Of course, he's going to go down the inside of Lemony Tang into
great move. Back to Alpha Stuns on the inside, Liverpool fan. Another great move at the exact same position as we just see there.
Lemony Tang is going for the ball. the rest used by Polsky, but Lemmy Tango was very tempted to go for it. But he's used Mario rest to get on the inside of Polsky. Dives it down the
Great
inside,
move.
brings it a bit later than
Folks,
he
he
maybe
holds
should
it.
have. Polsky holds the position for
Very well
another
held.
lap. Anyone else pretty close?
Alfred's just tearing his way through at the minute. I think he came out the pits in P12. He's now into P8 just in a lap. That's quite impressive.
Yeah.
Coming up to 2 laps now, but he's really gaining on Owen as well. Look at that. 8 tenths, 4 tenths. Wow. 3 tenths now.
I do want to add, there's like 5 laps left to go. There's a 26 second gap. But anyway, Alfred.
What's the move?
Bearing
Oh,
bit of contact. No damage done to either car. Very nice.
Mercedes driver wasn't very happy with that. I'm glad he put all 5 fingers up there instead of just the one, because that wouldn't have been nice to catch. That's P7. Oh, Knockus has spun.
Knockus reset the track.
Reset the track right in front of 2 people. I'm not sure that's going to ruin their race because he was ghosted, but he has no front wing. And he's DNF. Does he just retired on track in front of that, front of 6 mag? Oh, that's gonna be. He's retired on track. Yeah, and it was in front of a driver as well.
Alright, they brought a safety car out. It's only going to be out for 1, max 2 laps of safety car. But he's going to bring the gap. Ben won't be happy with this at all.
Not at all.
But he has got a 30-second gap though.
And penalties, yeah, I mean, him and Clement are tied. Big knock-offs, that was not very nice. They're not sportsmanlike at all for him to retire on the track after that, especially after spinning and resetting to track in front of 2 drivers. That's just, I know it's frustrating when that happens, but you got to keep your head tied on, and at the end of the day we're all here for one thing, and that's to race, so please try and do it fairly. It's not grand for him, just like Ben, it's not grand for him either.
Ben's putting onto these soft compound tyres.
He has the gap there. And he's got to come out ahead still due to that gap. Very, very wise there from Ben, noticing the gap that was available to him and utilising that to his advantage. Very well done. Well, this is an anticlimactic finish to what's been a very exciting race. For Abu Dhabi, it's been a very, very entertaining race. It's been great to commentate on it.
Yeah, safety car in this lap since it's that late on in the race.
Yep, which means we will have 3 laps of green.
Well, Ben's the only one to pit, so Ben is going to absolutely fly on the end of this lap with his fresh compound tyres.
He's just going to have to hope that he doesn't lose it like Knockos did, and he will be okay.
Crew has got a 21-second time penalty, TKT on 18 seconds of a penalty, so people like Liverpool fans are going to get a lot of places.
Lemony is only on 6. I think Crew's trying to take the title from him. I don't mean him racing. Wow. Fair play.
Statistic King is on 0. He's in P5 with 0 seconds worth of penalties.
To celebrate, I've just had a bite of pizza. How about that? That's for you, Ben. Cheers. Cheers, lad.
That's just a fat person.
It's yummy though.
That makes everything better, doesn't it?
Yep. That tastes just as good as this victory will for Ben. If he pulls it out. Pulled it out of the bag. There's still not a long way to go, but there's still a way to go.
Ben could go fastest lap in. Got pole. He might win the race. He could get max points if he goes fastest lap.
This could be a whole lot of points for him. Wow.
The fastest lap right now is from Jack DNF at 36.8, so he needs to be getting that. He's beating that lap time. Safety car not coming in. That's very surprising. I thought it would have came in this lap since it's lap 25 right now.
I thought it would, unless we're going to have 3 laps. No, it won't even be 3, will it? It'll be 2 laps of green.
26, 27, 28.
Oh, that will be 3 laps. 27 and 28. Yeah, 2 laps of green.
Yeah.
Well, how do you like that? Is that Alpha Sun's back ghosting again? Nope. I thought I just saw
no idea
ghost.
Apart from that. People
Why is Lemony trying?
I'm pretty sure Alpha just overtook Lemon Tangle.
Oh,
what the? Alphas, I've just seen, and Ben spun. The hell
has
is that
spun.
really? Alpha's purposely taking out Lemony Tongue for some reason, and then Ben spun.
I've jinxed it. I said he could spin, and he spun. I ate the pizza
Well,
for you, man. How are you gonna do me like this?
That needs looking into what Alpha just did.
Yeah, that was.
I don't know if you caught that. I've flipped it in case you didn't get it.
I saw it. I was watching it. I know he's got the connection symbol, but you can clearly see he wasn't ghosted. That is not. Yeah, and Ben has DNF'd. He's retired on track by the looks of it, which once again doesn't matter what situation you're in. That is not allowed. That's unfortunate that he binned it like that. That is unfortunate. Wow. Just when you thought the safety car ended the race, in fact it didn't.
No, he's brought the race to life.
Yep. It made the person in provisional pole and with a great chance on the fresh compound to get maximum points of the fastest lap out. Spun it, binned it, just like he did in the formation lap, except this time, except this time he's not allowed to make the positions back. Alpha Stun's here in P3. I don't think he'll get it on track, but something tells me that after the race that will be stripped from him quite quickly.
Well, I can't believe what Alpha just done. He's just literally taking out Lemony. I don't.
Well, I think it's the question again. Is it Bottas? Is it Russell? The Mercedes drivers clearly do not like each other in real life and in the game. Well, this is... If it wasn't for that, Alpha Stuns and Mercedes might have...
Well, Statistic King has just got a 5 second time penalty.
Alpha Stuns is just...
got penalty.
He's just hitting into the back of Folksy here
happened?
twice. Yeah, that I think they're going to have to get removed. That is... I'm not sure what's got into Alpha Stun's head, but this is just not okay what he's done at the end of this race here. That's him. He's totally taken out Lemony, given Lemony a 5 second penalty, and then he's just given Folksy 10 seconds of penalties there by hitting him in the rear twice. I'm not even gonna... Oh, Jack DNF and Craigie are out. They've binned it. Crashed. What?
Oh my god, lads.
And just like
That must
that...
have a small vision. And there's a vintage span as well. No DNF, but spam.
And just like that, Monster is up from P17 to 13. He's got 12 seconds of penalties, but he's going to get points.
I do want to say that Alpha Stunt is going to get disqualification.
Hold up a moment, Liverpool fan. It's all been brought back together. If he can stay within 3 seconds of Clement, he's going to win this.
Maybe. I do want to say that Alpha Stunt is going to get disqualification for what he has done to Lemony Tongue. It has just been put in the chat.
Yep, he had been stripped of that quicker than
he
gained it.
What he did to Lemony, that deserves a DQ. But
yeah,
anyway,
that is unacceptable.
The race. An eventful last couple of laps.
Looks like Liverpool fan might be jumped all the way up to P2 here, if not first, P2 due to penalties.
Where's leader got? He's 3.4 seconds off Clement in the lead. He needs to get his 2.3 now. Oh, literally very close to you.
This is just like Brazil last week.
Oh, yeah. But the only issue is Liverpool finding very much traffic. They were Liverpool from the back of the stream now. Oh, a bit of contact. No, he's been the last 6 minutes to get past the Alpha Call.
And Crew hasn't spun luckily there. 3.8, he has 8 tenths to make up in this lap. Can he get... And he gets...
So fans getting a bit desperate.
And that looks like he's, yeah, right front wing plate loss there.
Oh, it's so annoying that Liverpool fans getting caught by Alpha Stuns. Alpha Stuns getting disqualification, but it's the last 6 months to overtake.
It's going to be P2. Looks like it could be P2 here for Liverpool fan, which is still a great result. After
with these
that.
penalties which could get removed, maybe 2
it could, yes, because Folksy needs 10 seconds removed, so that's still 6 seconds. So it still could be a P2. But it all depends.
Looks like Mercedes. Well, jump on to Clement for his last sector. Looks like a Mercedes gonna win this GP on Abu Dhabi. Give him big points for us.
We were talking about it being a lot more dramatic and a lot more exciting than we thought, but we never expected it to be like that. That is absolutely crazy. That is mental.
Top 3 being Clement, Statistic King and Liverpool fan. Well, anyway, Clement comes across the line to take P1.
P1. Good race from him.
He's second across the line, but Statistic King takes P2. The Liverpool fan goes P2, Statistic King P3.
Yep, P2 from Liverpool fan.
Top guys out.
As we say, staying clear of penalties and not being in trouble wins you races. It may not have won him this, but I tell you what, a P2 to salvage from that race, he can't complain about that. Did I say Clement to win? I think there was a couple of people that said Clement to win. I think I might have been one of them. Whether it was or not.
He was top 3 again.
Clement, Liverpool fan and Sadistic. So both Ferraris in the top 3. That's huge for them. Very well done to all the drivers here on the podium. That champagne is going to taste so sweet after that. I mean, there's more drama in that than an episode of EastEnders. That was unbelievable.
Can you just help me? Can you just tell me Statistic King's PSN, please?
Statistic King's PSN is...
ST...
It's just loading now. Please wait. It is SADISTIC. SAD.
SAD, yeah.
IST.
IST.
ICK.
ICK.
ING.
Statistic King.
And then B at the end as well.
B. Statistic King's B.
Yep, and then Liverpool fan 2020 and then...
Yeah, I've got Liverpool fan.
Perfect. That was drama. So finishing in P1 we have Clement, P2 Liverpool fan, P3 Sadistic. All 3 of them will be in the party shortly for to talk about their race. P4 6 Mag, P5 Owen, P6 Vintage, P7 Folksy, 8 for Spectrive, 9 for Lemony Tang, Alfie, P10 11 Monster. Good recovery from him from P17. TKD in 12th. Alpha Stuns in 13th. Crew in 14th. Jack DNF in P15 with the fastest lap. P16 was Craigie, but I believe everyone below that actually didn't finish. I don't even think... No, Craigie didn't finish either, I don't think. And Jack DNF. It didn't say how many people we had DNF, unfortunately, because it kept showing me their penalties. But
I think the 14th got DNF, so bottom 6 got DNF.
I think everyone below Crew, so from P15 down, I believe.
And here we have Statistic King and Liverpool fan both joining the party, which must have seen the race leader of Clement. Anyway, we'll get underway with P2 from Liverpool fan. When you were about P5 at the end of the race with those 0-second time penalties, very nice to jump up to P2 from all the way back down there.
Yeah, I heard there was a bit of a argy-bargy under the safety car. I think that just played into my hands.
Yeah, Alpha Stuns hit the back of Lemony Tang, so those 2 got hit. And you, and then Ben also spun in P1. He had a dominant race, but he spun in P1. But then he DNF. He retired on the track after he got damage, which helped you guys get on the podium. It's very nice for you for him. Anyway, we have the race leader John joining the party, so do you want to go through your race, Clement?
Yeah, definitely. I'll tell you what, I was not expecting to win it, that's for goddamn sure. I was stuck. I pitted on lap 6, which was way earlier than everyone else did on softs, because I was stuck behind this massive train and I won't get anywhere. And I thought, right, I'll just pit now, get the jump on them, and kind of take it from there, really. The jump worked, but then it was a case of I've got to get another set of tyres. So just pitting in again on my second pit and managed to really speed my way through up to second from the safety car, and I thought, alright, Ben's going to win this because he's pitted on fresh softs, he's behind the safety car, he's going to fly off into the distance. And then of course he spins and loses it in turn 1, 2, and I was gobsmacked, couldn't believe it. And then I was on the restart. I was more Liverpool fan was then my competition. Have with him having no penalties. And Sadistic King at that point as well. So it's a case of just trying to push as hard as I could.
At the start of the last lap, Liverpool fan was inside your 3 seconds, but then Liverpool fan got caught by Crew and Alpha Sun. Yeah, but Alpha Sun is debatable to get DQ or not, so everyone might jump up for some spaces from that incident with those two. But anyway, how were you feeling that last lap, knowing you could potentially got that win or not?
It's frustrating, but I wouldn't really want to win on penalties anyway, so...
Fair enough.
Clement won it on track, he deserves it.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice from all of you, really. Putting a good show for the stream. Anyway, so I think King coming home P2 on track, or P3 on track? I think P3 on track.
I'm really trying my best not to swear, so... I'm not sure what happened under the safety car, but I am definitely not happy.
No, from my POV, it looked like Lemmy Tang and Alpha were fighting under safety car position, and then Alpha's just smashed into the back of Lemmy Tang.
Yeah, he smashed into the back of me first. He then took the position, and then smashed into the back of Lemony, and then just carried on like nothing's happened. And it gave me a 5 second, but didn't give him one, and I've not done anything wrong.
Yeah, that was the exact same. He handed Folksy 10 seconds. He got 2 5 seconds. He rear-ended him twice. So I'm not sure what's going to happen. There's going to be a lot to.
I don't mind winning on penalties, and like congrats to Pheasant, obviously. I don't mind winning on penalties, but I knew when the safety car came out that Clement and Ben both had penalties.
Mm-hmm.
So I knew as long as I kept it close that I probably would jump them. And sadly I missed out by 0.37 seconds because of the 5 seconds penalty, so... But he didn't even hand the position back, which is really annoying for me, but it is what it is, so... It was a mad race though, so...
Yeah, it's a very nice race for all you guys, but anything you want to add, Jack?
Well, no, I mean, before the race we were saying about how it was going to be a bit of a boring one around Abu Dhabi, but I think they proved us wrong with that. I mean, it's full of, we were saying it is full of energy and overtakes, and all of a sudden that happens under a safety car, so there's going to be a lot to dispute, I think, tonight for drivers involved across the whole grid. But for now, I think we should congratulate our podium holders, 2 Ferraris and a Mercedes up there, so well done, guys. I think I said Clement would win actually at the beginning of the race, so I'm glad I got that right. Yeah, I think I did.
Can I quickly add, guys, that my own teammate took me out of qualifying in Q1 group. I just wanted to get that in there so everybody knows.
I was trying to give him slipstream.
He took his headset off when I was saying I'm on a lap. So he takes his headset off and he can't hear me.
Oh, teamwork.
It was so funny.
Yeah, I think that's a classic Ferrari excuse, that is. Oh, took my headset off, sorry. Didn't hear.
I couldn't even be angry at him because it was so funny.
Well, that was entertaining race. It might, like I say, the positions might change, but well done for where you came on track. Whether it's due to penalties or not, it was very entertaining to watch. Hope you enjoyed it as much as you could, given all that what happened there at the end.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
That track's horrible. That's all I'm saying. It's not a nice track. I'm even more annoyed with my pit crew because I decided I was just going to do a mediums or soft. And when I went in for the second pit stop, I put my mediums for some reason, with like 7 laps to go.
I wondered why that was.
So I was like, yeah, okay then, that's got to be horrible. Thank God the safety car came out because that helped a little bit, but...
Well, yeah, I've seen, as well as us discussing it, there's been a lot going on in the chat, a lot of people saying what they think will happen and asking questions of what happened, but I'm going to leave that for now. Thank you to everyone that joined the stream. Yeah, it was an interesting one. But we are next back live on this channel for Friday at the same time of 10 p.m. BST for Tier 3. Find out on the day with the drivers when that'll be, and I look forward to seeing you all next Wednesday alongside Jackson at the same time. So thank you very much for tuning in.